Alright, welcome back to Pixelmon. And now that we're done with all the randomness of episode 1 that it was, I'm just going to take you through a little, not really a tutorial or anything, but just go over a few of the things that we're going to be building, we're going to be looking for, things like that. Things to keep an eye out for. Like that kind of stuff or whatever. Things that we're going to build. This is just a random Poke Center that just spawned. Just in a creative world here, just so I could show you a few different things. Mainly, we got like the stones that you can use to evolve Pokemon. You got Sunstones. This is the ore. You break this, it's going to give you a shard. You take all these shards, I think 9 shards. Just in a crafting bench, and you get a stone, and you use that on your Pokemon. There is just a ton of Fearos just flying around. They're everywhere. They're just they're everywhere, always everywhere. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. So you got Sunstones, you got Firestone, Waterstone, Leafstone, and a Thunderstone. Which would be like a Pikachu to evolve him or her into a Raichu. I don't know. It's yellow. The ore is yellow, but the stone is green. I don't get that. Whatever. There's also a Moonstone. You don't mine those. I think you get those from, I don't know, bosses. I guess I'm not really sure where you get them from, but I know they're in there. You can use those to, evolve like a Clefairy and like a Jigglypuff and, various Pokemon like that. One of the other things we're going to be looking for is the Bauxite ore. And the Bauxite, that's a little different color. It's more of a brownish, like this is right here, is just the regular iron, and this is the gold. So you can kind of see the difference. The Bauxite ore, you're gonna mine this, and it's gonna give you just a Bauxite ingot, I believe. Or maybe an aluminum ingot. I'm not sure which. And then you smelt it, and you get aluminum. Let's we don't have any. Let's just find out right now. Let's see. Let's get a furnace. Let's get some iron. Well, that's iron. Okay, so alright, it gives you an aluminum ingot. Or, well, it must. Okay, so you smelt this, and it gives you an aluminum ingot. And then you take the aluminum ingot over here to your anvil, and you hammer it down into a plate. And you use the plate and some other various materials to make like the trade machine. So 2 people click it, and you can trade Pokemon. The other person will be over there with what they choose, and you're ready, and you trade. This is quite useful actually, because there are several Pokemon that you can only evolve by trading them. So we're gonna have to use that at some point. And there's just a lot of Pokemon around here, and the Fearos are everywhere. The other thing we're gonna build is a computer. This is where we're gonna keep all our Pokemon, other than what we have in our party. So we can have 6 Pokemon in our party. Just like the cartoon or whatever. And then the rest of them will all go in here, and we can switch them out and trade them and do whatever I think you can release them in here. It looks like you can throw them in a trash can. Not sure that's very ethical, but whatever. Okay, so that's the computer. And then the other thing you make with those are the healers. Now, the healers, you use these to heal up your Pokemon. And you can see my Chimchar is fainted because of these stupid Fearos. They're always flying around and attacking me. So you click it, your Pokemon, he goes in there, and they come back out all healed up and ready to go. And this is hilarious. I automatically had to pick a Pokemon to start in here when I created this world, and I picked Chimchar. He's a brand new in 3.0, and he's just tiny. He is very, very tiny. And he's got flames shooting out his butt. So if you go, you can, every Pokemon you get a summary here. His status okay. You can go through the moves. You can rename him. It tells you what he is, how many hit points, all that good stuff. Tells you what the moves do. The stats. I'm the trainer, and his growth is pygmy. So there's different growths. So there's gigantic, I think, or something like that. So they can get really big, or they can be normal, or they can get really small. Ooh, he's nasty for a nature. He's a little monkey guy, so he's a naughty monkey. He's just tiny. I can't go how tiny he is. I wonder how big he'll be full grown. Probably. Come back here. Jeez, I can't believe it didn't make him so tiny. It's kind of cool. But, I mean, it's just really weird. There's a shiny. Or maybe that's not a shiny. Maybe that's a boss. Maybe that's a shiny. I'm not really sure. That might be a boss. No, I think that's a boss. So that's a boss Pokemon. So he's going to drop rare loot. They're shinies. The shinies, just like in the game, they're a little bit different color. You can catch them, and they don't really do much else other than they're a little different color. The boss Pokemon is what you want. You know, they're going to drop you the rare items. Things like that. So the healers, the machines. So we're going to make all this stuff here eventually. Maybe not all at once. I don't know if I haven't decided if I want to. Probably will, though. Probably have a trade machine in our gym. Just, in case somebody's there and wants to trade. That way we don't have to run down to a Poke Center or something like that. I haven't really decided yet. Probably will, but you never know. It's nice to just have a bunch of these around. We'll make a computer, obviously. The healers. You don't really need the healers too much. If you just sleep, it'll heal your Pokemon too. It's kind of hard to do on a server unless you're the only one on there. But I mean, that is an option you have. And then the anvil, you also use these to make your Pokeballs. So you pound the metal plate over here to get the aluminum plate, and the Pokeballs. You take your iron and your cooked apricorns and stuff like that, and you pound them on here, and it'll make a little rounded thing on there, and then you slap them together. The other thing we're going to be looking at when we're mining, other than the bauxite, is going to be these. These are the fossils. They kind of just look like a stained piece of stone, really. It's just a... So you break them, and out pops a fossil. And it's a covered fossil. Doesn't tell you what it is, nothing like that. So what you have to do is you got to stick it in a fossil cleaner. And it'll spin and spin and spin and spin. And eventually it'll pop out and it'll be clean. And when you craft these with the aluminum plates as well. And you just get this little thing right here. This is just a block of quartz that I put it on. Oh, there it is. So now you got a covered fossil. Okay. Apparently it didn't work. Let's try again. What are you doing, Chimchar? You little naughty monkey. Beat you. That's not very nice. Okay, so it's a fossil. There, now it works. So it's still a covered fossil, I guess, but it's a Tortuga. I think that is like the sea turtle. Could be wrong though. And then, so once you get this covered fossil, you shove it in one of these fossil machines. Boom. And it's just gonna create. It's gonna take the DNA out of that fossil, and it's gonna create a Pokemon. And you make this with the aluminum as well. Now, it looks a little different than it used to. It used to You used to be able to see the Pokemon growing up in here, but apparently they must have changed that. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, I guess. Then the other thing that we're going to make that they just added is the cloning machine. And this is going to be cool. Oh, look at that. You can see the lasers going up and down in there. So this cloning machine is used to make a Mewtwo. So what you do is once you capture a Mew, good luck, it's a legendary in the game, you take Mew, you put him in here, and you stick, I think it's like blocks of iron and gold and diamond, and diamond being the best chance to create a clone of Mew. So what's going to happen is you put that stuff in there and it's going to clone, and you're either going to get a Ditto or a Mewtwo. If you get a Mewtwo, it's going to blow this machine up and you battle it just like any other Pokemon, and you can catch him. If you get a Ditto, well, you battle the Ditto and then you get a Ditto. So, and you get one or the other. Diamond increases the chances of getting Mew, but it's not a very big chance. So, I mean, each Mew, you have 3 chances with each Mew. So if you can catch more than one Mew, I mean, you're going to have that many more chances to make a Mewtwo. But each Mew, you can only try 3 times, I guess. So we're gonna do our work hard and try to get a Mew and see if we can get a Mewtwo. Another thing, other legendaries that are in there. There's a bunch of legendaries too, and some of them spawn. You'll see in the chat. Oh, look, see, there he's working. You can see him now. It is the sea turtle. Oh, he's so cute. Anyway, you'll see in the chat it says a legendary Pokemon has spawned in the plains biome, or wherever it is that they spawn. So then you can go find them, battle them, and catch them. There's 3 that do not spawn. The way to get those, it's an Articuno, I believe, a Moltres, and I can't remember what the other one was right offhand. But you have to find these orbs from the Poke Loot that you find out while adventuring. And these little Pokeballs, you'll see little Pokeballs laying on the ground, and there's 3 different kinds of them. The purple ones are the best ones, and you can get random loot out of them. So you can get the orbs out of those, and then you charge up the orbs with a stone, like a water stone or one of the stones. I don't remember which each one of them use. I would assume like a water, a thunder, and a fire stone. I'm just guessing here. And then you put them in the shrine, and you spawn whatever it is that you're trying to spawn here. So if I put an orb in here, I get an Articuno. And I'm not sure if you have to battle it or if it's just yours. I'm assuming you're going to have to battle it and then catch it. That would be my guess. That would be the most logical explanation. I'll show you what the orbs look like. There's actually one that spawned over here, a little grotto. There's some Tauros over there. Another Poke Center, and more Fearos. So some of them are going to spawn like this, a little grotto. Some of them are just going to be little random Pokeballs laying around out in the wilderness. So you walk up, and it's just a little Pokeball. And you open it up. Oh, we got Poke Loot. And we got a TM, Sludge Wave. So this is, I believe this is where you're going to get your orbs at. I don't think they're a boss reward. I think they're from that. But anyway, so when you use these TMs, just like in the video game, you can teach them to your... Come here, Chimchar. Oh, Chimchar can't learn Sludge Wave. That figures. Need a Muck. Or a Grimer. Whoa, Fearow. Come on now. Run. You gonna pick on a little tiny Chimchar? You're probably hungry, aren't you? Oh, come on, Voltorb. What is this? Alright, let's head back. There's a little tiny Nidorina. Nidoran female. Alright. Fearos everywhere. Some trainers. Fearos. They need to turn that down. That's just ridiculous. There's always Fearos. Look at how many Fearos there are. Anyway, so that's just some of the stuff that we're going to be doing. Looking for... Hey, he's done. So now all we got to do is just throw a Pokeball in there and we got ourselves whatever he is called. I don't remember what his name was. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. You know, now we're gonna head back over into the actual game and oh, he's gone. We didn't need him anyway. Chimchar, little tiny Chimchar. I wish I had a little tiny little tiny Chimchar in the regular game. So, all right, well, we're gonna head back over there. So I'll see you over there.